Hello everyone, welcome back to Chadwick's Real Tips. This week we have the wonderful opportunity of having Ian Jouett with Louviers Mortgage. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Ian, as we know, the buyers are feeling the crunch of increased interest rates, and it's also putting a crunch on their household income on what they can afford.
Yeah.
I've heard about one of these programs called the 1% down. How does that work?
Great question. There is a lender that brokers are set up with that will offer you 2% towards your down payment or $4,000, whichever is lower based on your purchase price.
Okay, so let's just say, for example, if you have a purchase price of $500,000, 2% would be $10,000.
Correct.
Or $4,000, whichever is lesser. So the buyer would essentially get the $4,000 credit.
Yes, sir. On that, in that circumstance, the buyer would get $4,000 to offset their down payment.
Wow, that's great. So this also is a conventional loan?
Yes, sir. Conventional 3% down loan.
So it's not a down payment assistance because that has some other caveats. Are there any caveats with this loan? Is it a silent portion of the loan, or how long do they have to own the house?
Good question. There's no length requirements. There is a income requirement. It has 80% of area media income for that family. So that's the only caveat to this gift.
So it's a household income restriction.
Yes, sir, and that's it.
Other than that, they live in it for a year as a primary residence.
Yes, sir.
They can purchase it as an individual or a family.
Correct.
And then after a year, if they wanted to, they could rent it out, or?
Absolutely. There's no restrictions on what they can do with the property.
Again, back to that area median income. If you're curious about what the area median income is, we're going to provide you with that link. It's based off of zip code and area, and I believe it's on the...
Correct. It's on Fannie Mae's website. It's Area Tracks. And look on the bottom of the screen right here. Click on that link and you can go check out what your AMI is.
Wonderful. This is a great program for a lot of people trying to do a workaround of the interest rates.
Yeah, not only interest rates, but coming up with that money for down payment will help a lot of people out.
Okay. Again, Ian Jouett with Louviers Mortgage. Thank you again, and we will see you next week on Chadwick's Real Tips.
Good day.